Hey, Arcturus here. Today, we're looking at the Galaxy Explorer from LEGO. This is set 10497, and it comes with 1,254 pieces. The box I got was a little damaged, but everything inside was still in good condition, just some denting there on the box. This set was a fun build, although compared to the old set, which I can only compare by pictures, this is not one I ever had myself, but they do include a picture of the original here in the instructions. I do think they kind of overbuilt this one. As you can see here in the old one, you have basically one or two tiles thick on the base, probably two to give some more support. And here we actually have like a decent thickness to the base there. It's still pretty flat, and it was still a fun build. Just seems like the original one was a good bit smaller. Although maybe it's just because this is tiled off so it looks bigger. I thought it was quite nice as builds go. There were no stickers in the set, which is always nice. So these are all printed pieces. I don't know if they remade them or if they sculpted is the wrong word, but remanufactured them, or if they just reused their old molds or printing from the original. Did change up the cockpit a bit as from the picture, but it does open on both sides. You have accessible interior, although it's a little easier to open one at a time to get full access in there. Several nice printed computer pieces in there. Doorway there on the side, and some other printed stuff here as well. Some side windows also, which are kind of hidden by the engines there. You do get 4 minifigures. They're just the standard yellow simple face prints there. Just nice recreations of the original figures you got with it. It is pretty flat. I think it might have done better to have some more depth here, but then it wouldn't be as good a recreation of the original. So, yeah, I think for what they were going for, it came out quite nicely. You also have some side compartments here with, some tools for your astronauts there, and also another air tank on the back. Take a quick look at one of these figures. So you get a nice, just simple figure, no face shields or anything, just some blank helmets, and then a nice little either blue, white or red air tank there. They do have a nice bed. Oops, adjust this here, where you can actually lay the minifigure with the air tank attached onto the bed here, and so that they kind of stick, because the air tank holds them in place, but they also fit because it's got that gap there for the air tank. Also here on the back, you can open the back part here. You get a nice walkie-talkie and wrench here, as well as a lunar lander or moon buggy, which we'll look at in a second. You do also have a nice door here and a window port into the room with the buggy. But the door does move quite easily. So there's that there as well. Engines are nice and simple, small enough they shouldn't sag. I know that's a problem with some of the Star Wars sets, is that the engines can sag. There's no detail on the bottom either, although I do need to close that so I don't lose a figure. Just nice and flat. The only real detail on the bottom is that you get landing gear, which I think is quite nice. It doesn't look like this is on the original, but since I'm only looking at a picture, it very well may have been, but it does lift it off the table there on that landing gear. I think the landing gear on this is really well done. Sometimes they're pretty simple, but using this flat plate gives it a nice stable looking landing gear. Also on the back, one thing you can do, I'll have to move this box out of the way real quick. So also on the back, one thing you can do is this plate does slide and then forms a nice ramp. So you can actually roll the buggy up and put it into this, and then slide the plate back in. That does work a little easier coming out. and then it rolls down, which is just a nice little touch, to kind of show how it would land. Although is a little difficult. The moon buggy does have to be in the right spot so that plate can slide in, and then this just latches back in there. Does fit a minifigure, nice and simple, just a little headlight with 4 wheels. Very easy. Also comes with a little robot drink dispenser, which is just a nice little extra. Slide that back in. All I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe, and I will catch you next time.